As promised, I'm back with another trade breakdown. The trade we're about to break down was a trade I took yesterday, which was on the 3rd of April 2024, and this trade was a short on USD card. In this trade, I was able to make around 2,000 euros on my personal account, risking 300 euros, and this same trade helped me to pass a phase 1 challenge of FTMO and a phase 2 of another prop firm I started before FTMO. So altogether, this trade was a beautiful trade. This is the first trade I'm taking in over a week now because the market has been a little bit slow and I didn't get my setup. So I've been patient, disciplined, and I'm grateful to God that I was able to cash this setup yesterday. Before we hop onto the chat, I just wanted to say a big thank you to the people that are watching my videos, and also a big thank you to you for clicking this particular video. If you're new to the channel and you've not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. It really means a lot to me, and also it helps with the algorithm to promote this kind of videos. Thank you once again, and let's hop into the chat. Oh yeah, I stayed up, put my head on and I prayed up, I was hard and never gave up, I just struggle motivated. My people, we're live on the chat. So this was the exact trade I took. It actually went beyond, bro. Imagine I held this, but nevertheless, that's just hindsight, right? So this was a beautiful trade. I closed around 1 to 7 for my personal account. And let's just go to a rough chart so I explain my thought process and how I took this trade. The first thing I'm going to do is mark out my structure. I already marked out this eye. If you notice, price didn't break this eye, right? Price never broke it. So what I was looking to do is to sell. But on the 1 hour time frame, my bias is still strongly bullish. But what I saw is what I'm going to explain right now. So the first thing I saw was this entire zone. I noticed price wasn't breaking the zone. So what I also saw was this. If you notice, I, low, right? Price broke here. Price broke this, and this became my point of interest. I was looking at this entire zone, right? I was looking at this point of interest, right? Price came in severally. What I noticed price did when price came into the zone, you can call this an actual resistance, but I don't use the term resistance, but it's literally a resistance. If you see, the movement was very, very, very visible, right? So what I saw was price came into this swing eye, right? And it started to create an internal structure. Low, high, low, high, low, high, low, right? The way I trade is that when price returned into the internal structure after this big push, right, price came back in, so I start to count my structure again from there. You notice price tapped in here, created an internal structure, right? It broke. If you notice this, price broke this right here. I'm not going to mark it, I'm just going to show you real quick. Price broke this right here, right? So this technically is an internal zone for me that I was looking to sell. This was one of the zones I was looking to sell, but I didn't get an entry, internal structure. And the next thing I was looking at was this buy to sell wick right here, right? This buy to sell wick. I think I talked about it in my last video, right? So this is a buy to sell wick I'm looking to sell from. What happened was I trade from 8 o'clock, so we're just going to go straight to 8 a.m. in the morning and see what happened. At 9 a.m. I was already on my chart. I already knew what I was looking for. What I was looking for was literally exactly this markup I have right here. I stopped in around 9 a.m. I don't trade from 8, I trade from 9. And then I went, well, I wasn't doing anything yet until I see that price takes this high. So I was waiting patiently. Once I got the alert that price took it, I went straight to the 5 minutes. So boom, that was the candle. Straight to the 5 minute, my guy. I was on the 5 minutes watching. What I needed price to do was to break this low. Once I saw that there was a pullback, I needed price to give me a confirmation entry right here. That once price breaks this, I'm in, bro. I'm in. So what price did was boom, eventually broke it, right? My entry was literally this right here. This candle. And my stop loss. So what I do is I have a system on how I set my stop loss, right? If I notice there's like a gap in between here, I just don't set my stop loss right here because that seems stupid, to be honest, because price could easily just come for this high or come for this gap in here and sub me up or goes to my favor, right? So I don't do that. So if I were to put my stop loss here, it would be too big for me too, and I don't like that. So what I did was I found a way for me to be able to have not the perfect stop loss, right? But a stop loss that is not too big but neither too small. So what I do is I use the fib tool. You already know this is a fib tool. My entry is at my initial entry, but my stop loss is well modified. So instead of me to impute my stop loss here to get stopped out and price goes to my favor, I just put my stop loss here. The stop loss was around 7 pip, yeah, for the trade I took. So it was 7 pip. That was my initial stop loss, and that's how I imputed my stop loss. I used the fib tool to give me a perfect indication on where to put my stop loss. You can implement this on your strategy if you feel it's cool, just backtest. What I did once I had that, my target was less for, I think for the FTMO I needed 1 to 4, while for the other challenge I needed 1 to 5 because I was risking 1%. So after I imputed everything, all I did was wait. I was just waiting. Although I wasn't sitting on the chart because I don't have to. I just had an alert right here. When it came to entry, I had an alert and it told me that, oh, you're already in. That's all I did. I was just waiting. All here, I wasn't here. So I got tapped in. I got tapped in and I was monitoring. All I did was wait, 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 wait. See? That easy. Set and forget. Alex G's way, right? So I was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. So I had an alert on several zones I wanted price to tap. For the FTMO, I needed 1 to 4, while the other one I needed 1 to 5. So I had an alert. And my target is always 1 to 6, right? But I have an open TP, which means price could go further. I ended up closing at 1 to 7, by the way. So I just power play. Boom. See, I closed right here. Once I got the alert, I ran to my computer to close my personal. I closed my personal at literally 1 to 7. 1 to 7. I can show you. Maybe I'll just put a screenshot. I'll show you a picture right here. So I closed my personal at 1 to 7. So overall, it was a beautiful trade, very simple trade. You go to the 1 hour, you see that everything literally aligned, right? I was just going with the internal structure, right? I noticed price was becoming bearish, so I went with the move. So my people, that was the breakdown for the trade. It was a very simple trade, but it required patience. If you noticed, it took a couple of hours. I'm not sure how many hours, but I got tapped in at, let's say, 12, and my TP was around 4 o'clock. So basically around 4 hours. It was a 4 hour trade. So all it required was patience, and I think I'm very patient with trade, to be honest. I could have easily held until here, but that's not my strategy for now. So I'm not holding that long. If you want me to continue doing breakdown of the trades I take, please make sure to comment below of both the winners and the losers, because I don't really feel comfortable just posting the winners because we all take losses. That's a fact. We all take losses. So if you want me to do breakdowns of both the winners and the losers, make sure to comment it below. If you have any question, please make sure to comment below and I'll do my best to reply you. And feel free, because I'm trying to build a family here. Thank you once again for watching this video and see you in the next one. Bless.